Hello, universe. My name is Mitch Barnett. This is my dog, Katrina Barnett. We're survivors. My dog survived Hurricane Katrina in Louisiana. I survived Marble Mountain in South Vietnam. I was the last American there in 1970. The newspaper says we're a hero. I'm not a hero, I'm a survivor. My dog is a survivor. Today we're going to talk about my time working in the garment center. I was selling cocktail dresses. Actually, what happened, I went to the I went to Mrs. Krause, who worked for the, on 34th Street. She was actually what happened, she worked getting people jobs. She worked for unemployment office. Mrs. Krause worked for the unemployment office. So I was going to go see Mrs. Krause, and she was going to go send me to this job interview. So I go to see Mrs. Krause, and she sends me on a job interview to this guy, Dessy Creations. Dessy Creations sold bridal gowns. So I was going to go for this interview to sell bridal gowns. I go to see the owner of Dessy Creations. His name was Andrew Dessy. He was a very nice guy, but unfortunately, he was a crook. He cheated me out of my commission. But anyway, I happen to like Andrew Dessy. He was a tough boss. He actually survived World War II, Nazi Germany. He survived Nazi Germany. He was a real survivor. And what I was told, I wasn't there, so I don't know, but this is what I heard. I heard he sold gold teeth from the dead Jews he gave money to the Nazis so he could be alive, so he could stay alive. He was a real shrewd guy. He was I liked working for him. And he offered me the job to sell cocktail dresses. So I was going to sell cocktail dresses. I want to travel half the country selling cocktail dresses. So the first job I get to sell cocktail dresses, I have all my bridal gowns in a book. All the bridal gowns are in a book, and I can't find my book. And I'm thinking to myself, it was a Sunday afternoon. I had a date with my wife, Marcy Barnett, and we're going to go on a date. And I said, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job. I'm going to lose my job. I lost my book with I can't go on the road. I can't go on the road. I lost my book. Andrew Dessy is going to fire me. I don't know what I'm going to do. I just got the job and I'm going to lose it. I was so upset. So I'll have to face the music on Monday, tell him I lost the book. So I come into the office Monday morning and I say, I'm sorry I couldn't go. I told my boss I couldn't go on the road because I don't have the book. I lost my book with all the dresses in it. So Andrew Dessy says, oh, now you can't go on the road? What's the sense of you working for me? You lost the book? And then I found out he took my book. He went to my briefcase and took my book. He borrowed my book. So it was his fault that I didn't have the book. And he said, being that you can't go on the road, I don't want you working for me anymore because you lost the book. So I don't want you working. I said, if you're such a fucking asshole and you're going to blame me for losing your book, I don't want to work for you. You're a real fucking douchebag. I don't want to work for you. Anyway, and he says, fine, goodbye. And the sales manager says, no, just go on the road, just go on the road. The sales manager was getting a kickback. He says, just go on the road. You'll go up here and you'll go up to New England and that's it. So I ended up, he said, just go. And I went on the road with my 1970 orange and black Mustang. I went on the road with all the cocktail dresses. I went on the road and I just went, and all during the week Andrew Dessy was saying the nerve of that little pisspot to talk to me like that. That little piss. He couldn't get over the fact that I talked back to him. He was so upset. But the sales manager was getting a kick out of my commission. He's getting a percentage. And all week long, oh, that son of a bitch. And then when I came back on the road, he says, let me just straighten you out one more. I don't want to ever see you to ever talk to me like that again. Okay? Never, ever again. All week long he was complaining that I lost my book, but I went on the road and I kept my job. But that job I hated. I was traveling. traveling half the country in a Mustang, but it was paying me good money. I was getting $175 a week, plus $150 expense money, plus $50 car allowance. I was ending up with $325, and that was a lot of money in that. I always had money, but I didn't like the job. I hated traveling like that, traveling half the country. But that was a job with Dessy Creations, and he actually never paid me my commission. Most road salesmen were selling dresses. They never got their commission. They got screwed out of their money. I traveled half the country, and I lost my, and that's it. That was the story of Dessy Creations, working for Dessy Creations. And this is my dog, Katrina. She survived Hurricane Katrina. This is a real survivor. This is a real hero. I'm small potatoes compared to my dogs. And that's the story of Dessy Creations, selling cocktail dresses in the garment center. And that's the story. Thank you, Universe. Thanks for hearing my story. Have a great day. There'll be a lot of stories we're talking about. But thank you, Universe. Have a great day.